I've gathered together the following materials to make these liquid watercolor flowers. I have liquid watercolor paint, comes in a couple of different sizes, and it comes in 21 colors. Back here I have these coffee filters. Now, these aren't the coffee filters that you would use at home. These are the coffee filters that are used in more of a commercial restaurant, but you can buy these from Colorations. I have here these bingo bottles. They come empty like this, and I've just filled them with a couple of different colors of liquid watercolor, and they make a really mess-free tool to use to apply this paint. I have some green tape. You don't have to use green tape if you don't want. You can always just use some Scotch tape for this craft, but this looks really nice. And I have some green pipe cleaners here. Okay, so in order to get started, we're gonna fill the bingo bottles with liquid watercolor. You take your coffee filter and you're gonna fold it in half, and then you're gonna fold it in half again. And you're just gonna keep doing that until you end up with a little wedge shape. It should be something like this when you're finished. So I'm just gonna start applying the liquid watercolor down into the coffee filter by pushing on it and squeezing the bingo bottle at the same time. So there, I've done the yellow. You can see how it's all the way through. Now I'm gonna switch to orange. And then I'm gonna switch to red, and we're gonna put that on the outsides of the leaves here, of the petals. And I'm just gonna let that soak in. Then I just begin to open it up. So you're just gonna open it up carefully because it is wet. And it's kind of delicate when it's wet. But I'm just opening it out. And there we have it. Look at that, our beautiful coffee filter that's dyed with liquid watercolor. Then I'm gonna lay this on another filter just to dry. And then I'm gonna set that one aside. Okay, the next step is, for every flower that you wanna make, I would recommend that you make a solid green one as well. And I'll show you what the green ones are for when we assemble our flowers. So I'm just gonna fold it the same way that we folded the other ones. And then I'm just gonna start to dye it green. And I'm gonna do the whole thing solid green this time. Remember to make sure that you get all the way through the coffee filter so that you don't have any white gaps. And open it up. And I'm gonna lay it on a clean filter to dry. So what I ended up with was this beautiful dyed filter in a circle. And I have my green ones that I created as well. And I just wanted to point out that if you want all kinds of different looking flowers, you can do all kinds of different patterns and they'll give you different effects. We're just gonna do this flower today. The first thing that you're gonna wanna do is you take the green coffee filter and lay it on your hand, and then you lay your color in the center. And now I'm just gonna push that down through, just make a kind of a cup shape with your fingers. And I'm just gonna push it down through and start gathering it in the center. And then I just give it a twist. And you see how that kind of just turned into a flower. And I'm twisting on the back so that it holds together. So you see I'm twisting there. And I've built my flower. The next step is you take your pipe cleaner, and I like to go around the base of the flower once and then twist that off. So now we have this. And then I just take a piece of the green tape and then I just wrap it around the base here to make that look a little cleaner so that you end up with a nice finished look on the bottom and a beautiful flower on the top. Thanks for joining me. And stay tuned, we're gonna do a lot more fun crafts for children with Colorations.